if you've been wondering to yourself, why is that grand final feeling in the air already? It's because Ponds Marayong is a grand final worthy fixture every single time they play. This game needs no introductions. Look around at the crowd, look around at the quality of the players on the pitch. There are goals and trophies aplenty everywhere you look. There are stars. Tonight, as discussed on the legendary episode of the Blacktown Premier League podcast, one of these two teams are going to lose an incredible record here if they are to make the grand final to play Doonside next week. Ponds have made 5 straight grand finals, looking to make it 6, but Marayong have not lost to Ponds in more than 4 years in the league, 10 games unbeaten, 7 of those are wins. It is 2 phenomenal records. And in some ways, it's a disgrace that it isn't the grand final, but that tells you all you need to know about Doonside, by the way, who sits in the stands watching both these teams tonight, analysing every player's every move. Blacktown's big 3 of the modern generation are the 3 teams left in the comp, and everything has built up to label this match right here as one of the most interesting in years. Marayong lost to Doonside 3-1 last week, allowing the Hawks to ascend straight into the grand final and have a week off. On the flip side, Ponds barnstormed to a 5-0 win over Workers, which gave us this match of the round here, a grudge match, a timeless classic. A night no one is likely to forget anytime soon. Both teams are going to have to tempt fate and take risks. 2 teams who pride themselves on playing the best football aesthetically in the comp. How might that ebb and flow tonight? I'm sure one team will dominate and the other will take over. The question is, who will strike when the iron is hot? We'll go through the lineups in just a moment. First and foremost, though, Marcus Correa of Doonside is here to join us for a couple of minutes and a bit of this pre-match ramble, if he can learn how to put his headset on. Marcus Correa, let me help you out here, my friends. Go chuck that on your head. Firstly, thanks so much for being willing to do this here before the game. Tell me, just firstly, how exciting is it to be in another grand final for you?
Oh, well, it's a great feeling. Like, from what we did last year, hopefully we can do it again this year.
You've been so good this season. To have the week off must be nice. How quickly were you to throw away all your plans and make sure that you could be here tonight to watch this one?
Well, this was always in the cards to come down and watch these 2 teams. Like, I was planning to play golf today, but all the rain's pretty shit. But I'm excited to watch these guys because I'm always on the field against them, and I've never actually got to watch them just play against each other. So it should be a good game. I'm excited to watch a couple of the players out there and see what they're like. It's
going to be a super exciting one. Do you have a tip for who you think might be able to take the lead in this one and then go on to meet you in a grand final?
I'm hoping actually we get to verse Ponds, just because obviously we already beat Marayong last week, and it'd be nice to verse Ponds and have a grand final rematch last year. Obviously, they want to beat us from last year, and it will bring a good crowd and bring good intensity to the game.
Most certainly. This is going to be a cracker. I really hope you enjoy your viewing. I won't let you stay here any longer. Thanks so much for your contribution here tonight. Very, very much appreciate you being here. Matty Hubbard, ladies and gentlemen, will be joining us very soon once he finishes getting Ponds through their team talk. Apologies for any expletives that might have came through the mic here. Marcus is just as excited as we are and has his own way of expressing them. But like you know, this is such an exciting match. Now, to those who are wondering what happened in the reserve grade game prior to this, well, heed these words now. It's going to be Workers in another grand final, because guess what? They've only gone and done it again. No, they didn't finish in the top 2 this year. Yes, they're going to find themselves in a grand final. There's just something about Workers, and we're going to get some of their players later on to come and have a chat on the live stream as well. But as we wait for Matty Hubbard, I reckon we'll start talking a little bit more about these 2 teams playing here in the match of the round. But once again, thank you so much to all of you who have tuned in early. It is an absolute honour to have you here in what is going to be, I promise you, one of, if not the most memorable game I think we ever have. The build-up to this game, I cannot stress enough to you, ladies and gentlemen, has been absolutely incredible. If you didn't get a chance to watch the Blacktown Premier League podcast that came out on Thursday night, by the way, it's been absolutely banging for views. It is one of the most well-approached podcast episodes that I think I've ever been a part of, and seeing 2 teams who, yes, play very, very good brands of football, actually talk positively about each other, but also back themselves, really back themselves. And here come the two teams now. It feels like a grand final. There'll be a fourth official for this one. It is Marayong versus Pons. Marayong, 10 games, 7 wins, and that is also including 3 draws, unbeaten. 10 games unbeaten against Pons. Let me say it again. 10 games in the league, unbeaten against Pons. But Pons have made 5 straight, yes. Half a decade straight of grand finals. Let's go through the lineup right now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start with the team that played in the match of the round last week. In fact, if you were here, I don't even need to say it to you. It's exactly the same lineup. Connor Gilbert, who made a very, very impressive save a couple of minutes into the second half last week, will retain his spot in goal. Alex Kwok, Nathan Atchison, Harry Karmas retains that centre-back spot despite the head knock concern that he has. And at the right-back slot will be Ibrahim Koroma, of course, formerly of Marayong just 12 months ago. Captain Sam De Oliveira starts at the base of the midfield next to his former Northwest teammate Taylor Cambaz. Speaking of former Northwest boys, it's a potential winner of the Player of the Year trophy in Aaron Avery at the top of the midfield. Boy, what a game he had last week. Matty Hubbard is here, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Get excited. Tong, Blake Skur and Fardod Sanjakani all scored goals last week, and they're all here to play. Let's go through Marayong's now. It's been a while since they were in the match. Their last appearance was against Tigers in a 4-1 win at this very venue. Oscar Osei signed from international waters in the start of the season. The 26-year-old has been a fine phenomenon in goal. Dylan Owusu will play in the centre-back role along with Dante Suarez, Nathan Samatua, and I've been told as well Josh Ross should be playing as the right-back. It is going to be Dylan Owusu in the centres as he's become familiar with this year. Now, I'm not 100% sure just yet, but we'll confirm as the time goes on. I can see Ayman Abdul Rasul in the 48 jersey out there, so the 19-year-old teenager may be playing in a major semi-final. My guess is that he'll be alongside King Kelvin Afori and Paddy Haloka as well. A front three that should include Michael Cody, who scored a free kick in a match of the round much earlier in the season. Michael Adomako, who has scored a boatload of goals this year, but not yet against Pons. And it should as well be Ethan Carrick, the former state-level sprinter, but you know him best as a guy that likes to cut inside and score. Just 21 years old, he turned very recently. Matty Hubbard, welcome to the big show, my friend. Pleasure to have you. What were your words to your Pons boys out there?
Just a simple message, just turn up like we did last week, show aggression early, and, you know, it doesn't matter, take 10 minutes at a time in this game, otherwise we don't want to lose it too early.
No, you don't. How excited are you, my friend? I mean, I know you're not playing, and that must suck. It really must. But the fact that you get to sit up here and watch this and be able to bring it to so many Blacktown Premier League fans, how excited are you for this one?
I think it's going to be a very good game. I think it'll be one of the games of the year. 2 of the better teams of the comp, obviously Doonside's in the final, but 3 of the best teams of the comp this year, and the 2 out of the top 3 are playing tonight. So get ready for an entertaining match.
I'm so very excited for this one, and we'll see who's able to put their foot on the ball first. Matty Hubbard, thanks so much for jumping up here. Reminder as well, if you haven't already liked the video, please remember to do, and of course leave your live chats in the Facebook comments section because we'll be reviewing them throughout the evening. Very likely that the first goal of the game, which, I mean, sounds like a strange statement, but it really does feel the way that the first goal in the game will be the most pivotal. I don't expect this to be a game where one side takes the ascendancy and runs away with it. I really don't feel that will be the case. I really feel like it'll be a close one. As Blake Skur on the podcast said in the middle of the week, this is a game that commonly ends 2-1. Can Pons find a way to make it into their 6th grand final against the team they have just so simply struggled against in Blacktown games in recent years? Matty Hubbard, you get the chance to become an outright 11-time in a row grand final appearance maker if everything goes right for you today and next week. Are you excited to potentially have that under your thumb?
I am. There's a high chance I still won't be playing next week, but the boys that we've got in the squad have done a good enough job even without me there. They deserve to play next week, even if I am available. So as long as I'm in the squad, that's all that matters. But I am happy if I miss out with the players that have done it for the last 4 weeks.
Humbly said. Very humbly said. And the first chance for Kelvin Ofori, who picked up, of course, alongside his 2 Player of the Year bouts, picked up 4 goal contributions to win the league against Doonside in a 5-0 win. 2 of them came the assist from corners! That's gone in! But did it go out? The question mark raised. Jack Leitner says it was a free kick. Kelvin Ofori, Kelvin Olympico. Wow. Heart and mouth moment?
You have to be dangerous. Kelvin on the board any time in the game, but Ponds need to be better defensively there. Even the referee blew a free kick, but that would have been a poor goal to concede early.
Straight away, Ponds must be thinking, this guy cannot get the ball in dead ball situations. I'm not exactly sure what the foul was given for, but Jack Leitner is saying something. He's much closer to the action than me. He was really excited for this game, Jack Leitner, which is great to see referees keen for big occasions like this. Marayong are going to have a couple of set pieces in tandem back-to-back here. Let's see what happens in these opening couple of moments. Ponds dropping out in reserve grade. A quick word on that, Matty Hubbard?
Yeah, we've started slow here. We need to click into gear. We're sitting very deep at the moment, so we need to get the ball, get forward. But here's another dangerous free kick here. We have to be careful.
In the ball comes from the King once again. Clearance, I think, by Atchison. He's fell real hard in the process. Michael Cody trying to keep it alive.
A few nerves here from Ponds.
Wow. Isn't this going to be fun? I've got a couple of predictions. One from a former Ponds man who still plays in the Premier League, who thinks that Ponds will get up 3-1 here tonight and break their duck. And he guesses as to who that could be. Either way, Kelvin Ofori, 2 hands raised. That ball comes in identical to the first time. Connor Gilbert tips it over. What's this, 5 free kicks back-to-back now? Hey, Matty, the pressure's piling on. Ponds haven't touched the ball.
Yeah, three chances here that could have went in the back of the net. Ponds need to click into gear here pretty quick and try and, change the game here. You don't want to be on the back foot for too long in games like this.
Well, Kelvin Ofori, 2-time Player of the Year, 1-time Goal of the Year winner. Picked up a grand final goal against Ponds. Another hugely dangerous one. He's on song. Well dealt with by Connor Gilbert again, though, and cleared by Kambaz, but a bit unconvincingly there. Karmas, headgear, Harry Karmas. Bang, cleared into Kerrick. That'll sting. 23-year-old Ibi Koroma, 21-year-old Kerrick. There'll be a great battle between 2 young and flyers. Ooh, that's gone up from Koroma. Kerrick missed the ball. They got pushed by Avery in the back of the head. Missed completely. And here goes Dodge, the quickest man in the world. Farhad Sanjakani cuts back. Picked up a plethora of goal contributions last week to take his tally in the match of the round to a scarcely believable 6 goals and 5 assists. In just 5 games, a chance for Avery, but he's lost out. Turning is the teenager, the surprise starter, Abdul Rasul, but he did start last week, to be fair to him, though, but that was a less jeopardising fixture than this. Kelvin Ofori will leave it. It's the first time that Ponds in the opening 4 minutes have been able to break out of their own half. Flicked away by Tom Morwal. Josh Ross in his more familiar right-back position here tonight. Of course, another former Ponds man. There's a couple of shared players across these 2 teams.
Shout out to Josh Ross. Congratulations. He just brought a new baby into the world with him and his partner. So another BDSFA player on the way down the track.
Yeah, make it 10,001 members. I think just 2 weeks old is the young'un and potentially might be in a Marayong jersey before we know it. Congratulations to Josh and his partner. An exciting time. I've got to ask you about this Marayong back line, Matty Hubbard, as a defender yourself. Dante Suarez, Dylan Owusu at left-sided centre-back. Next around, a 3rd goal of the season against Workers. It will be another corner, but this time in the game it will be for Ponds for the first time. What do you think of that Marayong back line, though, Matty? It's not the greatest you've ever seen on paper, right?
No, but they obviously do a job because throughout the whole season, you go over the last 5 years, I think they've won the minor premiership 4 times, club championship, so it doesn't matter who they put in their back line, they're always strong, but obviously they got one of their centre-backs out today as a key player, but Sematul that jumps in at 37 years old is a great player to have in your position, in your team, because he can play any position you put him in.
Geez, Oscar Osei claimed that off the top of his own man's head. We know how good he is with his feet, but that one's gone deep and away from the green jersey. All the Ponds boys in gold, looking to win some silverware this year. Adomako goes down hard. Another free kick So it looks like Pons are trying to disrupt Marayong's flow a little bit, but you don't want to give Kelvin Ofori too many dead ball situations. Played short to the king, Kelvin Ofori, reigning player of the year. 10 goals, 9 assists this season. Back in defence, Ryan Buller-Colborn steps in. So two very attacking midfielders. Paddy Halloka not preferred in the middle. Chance here for Koromo against his former club. Tried to be slowed down by a man 12 years his senior. Samatua in strong, love it. Throw in it'll be. Fast start to the game, and what we said already feels like a grand final. Lots of people here today watching along. Leave your predictions in the comments section, of course. We'll respond to them and read them out. Mervyn Chakal, former Marayong Player of the Year recipient. He's in the live chat as well. Good to see you there, my friend.
He should be down here watching, old Merv.
Should be down here playing, shouldn't he? He's only 31, isn't he?
No, he's coming back next year for all them people out there. He'll be back.
Does he know that?
Yes, he's coming back. He misses it too much, and now he's working closer to home. He'll definitely be out on the field next year.
Living very dangerously, Karmas clears it away. He looks like he got a bit of the afters there from Cody. Samatua, what's he doing? He's missed out. There is Fardod, and there goes the clearance. Oh. Kevy from the green end, and from the gold end, it's Eli El Hakim. Oh, Fardod Sanjakani's been taken a little wayward from goal. Cuts it back and cleared away. Colborne not convincingly enough. Oscar Osei forced into a diving save. The biggest chance for Pons in the game, and it comes from Blake Skur. I think an offside flag might have been raised in the process, though, because this is just going to be a goal kick. Just a mouth-watering game in Prospect. Speaking of Prospect, into a first-grade grand final in PL2 after a... Well, play will continue on, which is crazy there, because Tong was in the box. I mean, I was saying, oh no, forgive me for interrupting you, Matty, but I think Ayman Abdul-Rasul actually might be out here.
Yes, you have to stop the game for a head injury. Yes, I know we're on the attack, but player safety comes first.
No, but this is the thing, Matty. It was not a head injury. It was, I think Taylor Cambaz landed on him really awkwardly. Here, watch it here on replay. If my computer decides to load, the internet is affected by the weather, I do think. But I think Abdul-Rasul might be in a serious amount of trouble here. That was not a kind landing at all, whatsoever. Let's have a look here. But that's a massive call with Tong in the box.
What do you do now, but where do you do? We're on the attack. It's got to be a drop ball in the 18-yard box. What happens?
So be it. Have a look here. I'll try again. My computer's too slow. Lots of love from Jay Byrne for you, my friend. Abdul-Rasul, just 19, gingerly back up to his feet. He's picked up 10 goals and 25 assists in 21s. That's coming off the back of last season, where the kid picked up, of course, a couple of grand final goal contributions, but 18 goals and 30 assists was his tally last time. He's been a bit more used in first grade this year, so he's been a little bit less productive because he's played less minutes. But Abdul-Rasul straight away to the bench. I told you that it was concerning. So realistically, this ball should be getting played inside of Marayong's box. Currently down to 10 men right now, by the way. I said in the intro, who's going to strike when the iron is hot? Got on with a bit of a wayward ball.
Might have worked out okay, the old kick and chase. In the box.
Skur. Looking to receive. It should be Fardod Sanjakani. In fact, forgive me, there's a chance here! Oscar Osei with the easiest claim of his game so far.
He's come back out now, the young kid.
Before he involved. Dante Suarez spent 4.5, 5 seasons at Prospect NPL, so very local too here. And from the ages of 17 to 22 he was there, and now he finds himself in Marayong Green, his first season at the club. Dante Suarez picked up a goal against Quakers Juniors earlier in the season.
We're about 12 minutes in here, and I don't think I've seen Avery on the ball just yet, so we've got to start to find his feet, as he's the ball player of the team, to get going forward.
Well, interesting that Ryan Baller Colborne has been given the task of what seems to be man marking him, although he's come in hard here on Cambaz. And now Avery's tried to get one back. And then there was a high foot raised there by De Oliveira, I do believe. In fact, this is Cambaz here the whole time. It was De Oliveira. This will be hard fought. This will be good to watch. Look at that, coming in hot. Ross competing with Tong Morwal. Now Samatua out of position, but he read it well. Now two Marayong players are hugging and kissing as it's sent into the crowd, into where Doonside is sitting, by the way.
They've brought the whole club down the Doonside in the corner there.
Big happy birthday, by the way, to a Doonside reserve grade captain by the name of Josh Atkins. A couple of days ago was his birthday, but he picked up a goal on his birthday as they made a grand final in Rezzies as well. A trial earlier in the season might be coming up against them in the grand final. That'll be big news if he's marking, I would imagine, right winger Ethan Eichen. That'll be fun to watch. Kelvin Afori needs to have one of those classic Kelvin Afori games here tonight. Avery.
That's Tay.
In fact, it is Cambaz.
You've won the free kick, Tay.
They're asking for advantage, and that's not the first time that Ponds have been disadvantaged by a decision, it seems, that was either called too late or too prematurely. Big moments here in the match of the round. So I imagine Cambaz, with his predominant left foot, will be the one to whip the
back stick somebody.
That's a good-looking ball. Oscar Osei punches it away. Nicknamed Onana, they call him. Adomako. First real contribution of the game for Marayong's brand new striker. Adomako's not going to get the rub of the green there. Tong in hard from behind. Kelvin Afori and Ross. Ross still going on Tong. He's asking for the free kick. Pond's feeling perhaps rightly incensed by the lack of the referee's whistle. De Oliveira. Been one of their best players for the last 2 years, to the surprise of no one who knew of his quality when he came in. Past Ross was Koroma. Kelvin Afori and strong down he goes. A little glance from the king there on Ibrahim Koroma. Missed by Karmas and Kerrick. Oh, clashing of boots there.
I don't think his mic is working, Tom. I don't think his mic is working.
Ball back in play through Atchison, who sends that long curling inwards towards the centre of the park. Samatua put his head right where Fardol's foot was there. Afori. Let's see what he can do. Snuffed out there by Koroma. Kerrick now for Marayong. Oh, he's barged into Cambaz there. Skur plays it simply for Alex Kwok.
Nice football.
This is really good by Ponds, but offside flag or perhaps a free kick being given. Offside flag, free kick, indeed it is. Apologies if we're unable to hear Matty Hubbard all too well. Let us know if that fixes over the next couple of minutes or so. Cambaz will deliver this in once again. One hand raised this time. Good whip. Really good ball up in the air. And out for a corner. Ponds have taken the ascendancy in this one since Marayong's early flurry. Since then, though, really has been all the Lions. I smell danger here for Marayong. Something's brewing here for Ponds. Ball in towards the back stick. Atchison is there! Clearest chance of the game for Nathan Atchison since Blake Skurs was offside about 5 minutes ago. Sends long into this night August sky by Osei. Last time these two teams met in a finals game that wasn't the grand final, it went Marayong's way 3-0. Former Ponds man Rivaldo scored. What a Trivella pass that was. Ibrahim Koroma scored in his last match of the round at this venue. Oh, he's been upended there. Play advantage. And now to be given. And now let's see who Ponds' free kick master.
I feel like Ponds are starting to get on top here a little, but if we're on top, we need to put one away with all this pressure we're putting on Marayong.
De La Veda, that's a long way out, you know.
He's scored a few here this year from there.
Sammy De La Veda goes through the wall and brings a save about from Oscar Osei.
That's a great save when the keeper would not have seen that too late.
De La Veda will go from free kick taker to corner kick taker. Ponds on the cusp of something. They are pushing hard here, looking for that critical first goal. Atchison again to the back stick. Corner. Free kick corner. Oh my word, what a game we're going to have next week. I hope that we have the masses here watching. It's meant to be dry for the next 7 days. The ground will be dry to sit on before it starts the downpour again on Sunday. So we'll see you all here for the pizza and bar. Cambaz, his corner again. Atchison far too deep this time. Cleared away by Dylan Owusu. Carrick flicks it on.
He's a danger man.
Adomako. Off he goes. He's quick. The former wanderer. And now he's wandering into the box. Adomako. Still Adomako. Much better by Marayong.
Great defending there by Peter Cech.
And just a goal kick it'll be. You've thrown me off there, Matty. So, just wanted to state to those who may be wondering, so Dylan Owusu was one of the players, just speaking of him, who got yellow carded last week. So was Headgear Karmas, by the way. But nothing will matter if they get a yellow today. It is only a red card suspension that could affect them for next week's grand final. So yellow cards and amassing them in the finals, as checked in the rule book no more than an hour ago, will not result in banishment from the finals. I know Ponds know that. I wonder if Marayong will do. Chancey Skur picked up a loose ball. Oh, he's hoofed it into the night sky. Tom's pretty quick, but didn't go for the header there. Rossi, too strong and brave. Avery on Kelvin Ofori. This is what we want to see, lads. Straight into it. Kelvin Ofori's not one to get into the heebie-jeebie.
I think Kelv's picking the wrong player to go 50-50 with there. Avery's probably the player you don't want to go into a challenge with.
Dylan Owusu tells me that Kelvin Ofori is quite a handy weapon when it comes to the gym, you know, too. Josh Ross whips this ball in. That's a really good-looking ball. Cleared away. When these two met in a grand final, of course, it was Mubarak Saeed who scored the winner, but Benny Lam, who's now a reserve grade player more frequently. Oh! Cody's headed it the wrong way. A great clearance for the Ponds. Abdul Rasul. Game.
Oh. I don't know how that player got in behind the defenders there, but that was very lucky to Ponds. It was a good clearance from the Marayong player in my eyes.
So every single significant chance in this game has come from set pieces, whether it's from them directly or countering from them. You might remember right at the start of the game, somehow it's been 22 minutes, by the way. In the first 5, though, it was all Marayong who had a goal chalked out after Kelvin's Olympico for some manhandling that was deemed illegal in the box while the ball was in flight. What about this time, though? That looks too overhit. Ross back into the swing of things, and it should be cleared here now, up into the penalty spot, now up and away from Pond's danger area. Oh, Fardod Sanjakani pushed into the face, but how has that been given the other way? That felt like the wrong blow to me. There was a push from Fardod Sanjakani.
I'm having a sub here.
There's a sub.
Number 48, the young kids.
So Abdul Rasul's night is done so unfortunate. Arguably the best player ever produced by the 21s comp. So dangerous. He's averaging 40 goal contributions a year. Doing it this year with reduced minutes. But that's the end of his night. I would guess Paddy Haloka comes on. Yep, it is in fact the former St. Pat's and Glenwood man.
Some of the Quakers Tigers boys will be watching out there because they're playing him next week in the final.
Of course they would be. That's a huge omission from that 21 squad who won 5-1 today to qualify for a third consecutive grand final since the mass exodus from that Prospect 21s team to Marayong.
It looks like Pons have made a switch here. Skurs come to the left wing. Tong's gone over to the right wing.
Let's see what that does up against Dante Suarez. 2 men returning to Blacktown Premier League this year. Cleared away. Good touch there by De Oliveira. Looking to whoop this in towards the back stick. Blake Skur chests it down. Dylan Arusu says bye. They want a handball. West teammate looking in hard there on Michael Cody, who then upended Blake Skur. He might have injured him too. This is a hard and fast game. Good luck if you can keep up. The players barely can. Cody, who was barged by Aaron Avery, then came in and very legally, I might add, absolutely floored Blake Skur, who's a tough cookie and back to his feet. But jeez, not for the faint of heart.
There's a few crazy challenges flying in at the moment.
Haloka, whose first touch off of the bench, would have been annoyed not to start this game. Didn't start last week either. Koroma in strong on Michael Cody. 2 boys who played together at Marayong's 21s last year. Michael Cody and Ibi Koroma, although Cody sort of moved into the more full-time first grade role. Adomako. It's just so stop-start.
Let the game flow.
Very, very frustrating. I don't think the ref can not call a foul there. It's quite clearly a foul. Adomako frustrated, the 24-year-old. He's picked up 3 match of the round goals in 2 match of the round games. Michael Adomako, as he shot himself into Golden Boot contention this year, picked up in his first season in Marayong colours. He's picked up a quite handy number of goals.
That didn't last long. Tom's come back to the left wing, Skurs back over to the right.
That got floored in that challenge. So Dylan Arusu will now line this one up. Another stellar season for Dylan Arusu, playing out of position this year though. It's a little bit shallow, that one. Skur involved in the action. Haloka involved as well. Avery, this is huge. It's a foot race. And Samatua gets there first. Well done, Marayong, to recover. Space for Josh Ross. Goes one there.
Pons tackling each other there.
A bit of a push and shove here. Well, it's been so respectful in the build-up of each other's quality and standard, but the second this whistle has gone, it has just been stop-start. That referee is going to run out of energy to blow the whistle by the end of the first half. Hubs, who's looking like the team with a bit more chemistry between them at the moment?
I think it's pretty even. I think both midfield, controlling the game in patches, in periods of the game. Ponds have got on top, Marayong's got on top, but there's really no clear-cut chances in the whole game yet. So we've played 26 minutes. I don't think there's really been a close goal except for the one that Marayong scored at the ref blew the free kick.
Foul. Well, to those of you who have tuned in to any match throughout the season, I've probably mentioned Kelvin Ofori's hat-trick of free kicks versus Ponds in round 1. This is the kind of thing that would keep Ponds players up at night. This man standing over the ball. It is Kelvin Ofori looking more like he's going to cross it in! That's gone in! Marayong take the lead! The King's Cross is met with a finish. Lobbing slightly into the side netting. Marayong, despite being held back by Ponds for most of this first half, have that first goal. And of course, it's a set piece. And of course, it's Ofori with the delivery. And it's Michael Cody, like he did in round 1, with a goal against Ponds. And Ponds are 1-0 up.
No, 1-0 down.
1-0 down, I should say. Glad you're here. I'm going to set myself lightheaded at this point. Matty Hubbard defending, not good enough. Have a look back here on replay.
No, I just think we switched off there. We know how dangerous Kelvin is, but as a defender, we've got to be a bit, we have to be better in the box. We just allowed a bloke just to run through like that, which is poor marking. But we can bounce back.
Yeah, certainly you do. But I just want to say, I don't like calling out players for the wrong... Nearly a second goal and the game would have been over. Wow. It's looking like 11 unbeaten with that 7 wins column switching over to 8. Marayong have turned on the style with some expert delivery in the last couple of minutes. But just to go back to the point I was making, Karmas, unfortunately, he just leaves Michael Cody completely. I think he was waiting for Kelvin to hit directly a goal. Maybe all of Marayong were. Or all of Ponds were, I should say. Bang! What a challenge there, I think, by Carrick.
I just think it was a bit of communication at the back. No one was talking, so it's hard to point the finger at one player. It's easy to make a mistake at the back, and you got to give credits due. That was a well-timed finish there from the young kid.
Again, I said in the intro to those who've been watching for a long time, but as Marayong clawed themselves back into it, guess who found themselves ahead by 1? Well, in the grand final of 2023, as you may remember, it was Ponds who took the lead. A chance for Tong. That was always looking a little bit overhit, though. But it kind of came to him unintentionally. It's Oscar Osei. Been a stellar signing. One of the many of Ghanaian background actually born in Ghana, Oscar Osei. But one of many. Kelvin Ofori of that background, Dylan Wusu of that background. Both of them have won an African Cup representing Ghana as well back in 2020. Josh Ross up against his former club. Up against Ibi Koroma, who got the ball for Ponds against his former club. Koroma and Cody, those Marayong boys have switched wings now, so we'll get 2 former 21s products up against each other. Here is the man who has this game in the grasp and the palm of the Yong's hands. Delivers that in. Block off Kambaz. This will bounce hard for Karmas. Under control now. Beaten to it by Patti Haloka. And just a goal kick it'll be. Matty Hubbard way back into the game for Ponds.
I think they just need to stay calm. What are we talking? over 50 minutes left of the game. It's a game of chances. You get one, you get the momentum. I think we cannot concede going into half-time.
All too much in the build-up to this, but only because I don't really know too much about the man himself, but how much of a hole in the team for Pons does not having Ben Welsh create?
Oh, look, Benny's a quality player, but, you know, we don't have him, so we can't really say. But, like, if we did have him, we could be a different team. But there's 11 players out there, so, you know, one player doesn't win you a game. So, but he is a quality player. So hopefully next year, if he returns, we'll get to see the best of Ben.
Ball thrown in long, looking for Kelvin Afori, who scored down that end of the pitch in a grand final against Marayong back in 2019. This goes all the way back to, I say, but then Avery, this is dangerous. Avery still the bulldog on he goes, but he's lost out. Colborne, loose touch by Marayong squad. Now the ball over top. Atchison wanted to leave it, didn't communicate with Gilbert well. Throw in it'll be right by the corner flag, 1/3 of the way through the game. Kelvin Afori's cross to Michael Cody's goal is the difference. Hundreds of people watching this live. Matty Hubbard. This is such an exciting game as Blacktown Premier League football continues to get better and better year on year. I can't wait to have you back playing for Pons next year. I'm letting you know you can't retire, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. It's actually, I'm enjoying it more not playing at the moment. It's funny. I think for Pons to get back in the game, they need to start finding Avery's feet. Obviously, everyone knows what a key player Avery is to Pons' momentum going forward, but Marayong doing very well to shut him out of the game. You've got to give credit to him.
Pons tried to play that quickly. Dale Aveda, voice break in the process. Bang! And the ball is gone. First yellow. Michael Cody goal scorer. Michael Cody in the book. This is heating up real quick. The fans are bringing this game to life. The players are pouring fuel on those flames. This has got the feeling of a grand final, but I tell you what, this has got the feeling of. This has got the feeling of a Marayong Pons classic.
I've got a feeling we'll see a red card before the 90th minute today. Some tension out
Try
there.
45. Ibi Koroma is currently gesturing a little rudely to the crowd. He's right in front of them as the left back so far here today. He's blowing kisses to them too. Ever the showman, Ibrahim Koroma, against his former club. What about the attendance here, Matty Hubbard? Does this feel like old times?
Yeah, it's good to see the crowd. I mean, I even tuned in last night to Spartans, and they even had a big crowd. So this is good that the local competition's getting a decent crowd like this.
I have to say, between Alyssa, the media woman, and OTS working in tandem, there's been a huge amount of brand new Spartans fans that have come across. It's great to see this place filled out on Friday and Saturday nights when there's no biggest Premier League match of the round. Ooh, who might this fall to? Dot is coming! And there is Oscar Osei goes down!
I'm sorry, but there's definitely some diving lessons taken there.
Listen to this place. There was about 3 or 4 high foots raised in the space of 1 or 2 seconds there. Have a look at this on replay. It gets lobbed forward by Karmas. That's a time waster there. Because believe it or not, as quick as this game feels like it's going, it's been 37 minutes almost already. Geez, Marayong and Pons fans here in voice. And also, as well as that, there are a ton of reserve grade players who played in the game just before this who are feeling pretty chirpy too.
Bit of loose marking there from Pons.
There's half a chance here. Ball's gone too deep. Connor Gilbert easily done. Holloka, who's such a good presser. Well done there by Dante Suarez. Kelvin Ofori past Aaron Avery. Past Taylor Cambaz. Kelvin Ofori cup. Oof, that's gone a long way wide and high.
It's probably Kelvin's only shot of the season he hasn't put on target.
Well, he scored last week against Doonside and another goal of the year contender. Atchison, another one of the former Norwest crop, now playing for Ponds. It's a local derby, if you like, between those two, separated only by a couple of kilometres as the crow flies. Great to see our friends across at the Hills Comp playing their Premier League Grand Final tonight. A 9-goal thriller it was, where Castle Hill United came out 5-4 victors against the Kellyville Colts, on the Colts' home ground, no less. This is a chance, De La Veda. De La Veda, Fardot Sanjakani. Fardot Sanjakani! Fardot Sanjakani still goes down! Doesn't call for the whistle. Still he goes on. He's made a cup of tea and Samatua! Bang and the ball is gone. Oscar Osei brought to life by that challenge. Still he goes. Jeez, he's good. Chance, big chance. So if Cambaz is on it, it'll be an outswinger. How good's his delivery been so far, Matty?
Yeah, Taylor probably takes all our free kicks and corners, so I think there'll be a good delivery into the box here, and I think Tom will get up and win this header. Hopefully he goes in.
Taylor Cambaz. Headed away into space. Kerrick will probably have to ride a foul here because he's quick. Challenge there by Alex Kwok.
If you look the way Marayong structurally set up, they play 4 at the back and then pretty much baller plays holding. So they pretty much play 5 at the back. So their midfielders are compact. So I think Ponds need to get the ball and go out wide to Skur and Tong to get in behind Marayong here. It's hard to go through the centre versus Marayong because they're so compact in midfield.
Expertly well said. That ball's actually going to be given as it goes out, but that was given as a throw-in for Ponds, by the way. So Kerrick received a challenge from Alex Kwok, but there must have been a little touch off his laces. 6 minutes left to go in this first half. It's flown by, and honestly, I need a shower. I can't keep up with this. Crowd's gone quiet for just a moment. Geez, what a grand final series we're in for next week. Struggling to find the adjectives to describe how excited I am for the occasion. A lot of podcasts to be uploaded before that point, though. Kerrick runs in with the 21-year-old, recent 21-year-old. Oh, De La Veda's hit the deck hard. Tom looked to grab him. Now he's run to his familiar right wing. Holoka, the 30-year-old, keeps it alive. Koroma did well. Throw in for Ponds, but Marayong can squeeze. Remember to leave a like on the stream if you have not already. It's a foot race. He's a little wide from goal at the back stick. Good ball across the face. Dante arms down. Oh, he slipped. Blake Skur. Great touch. Blake Skur! Skur! Skur again. Golazo! The 2022 Player of the Year with a massive moment here in 2025. Another goal when the cameras are on. Ponds capitalise on a rare Marayong mishap at the back.
I'll tell you something, not even English Premier League commentators out there give a Skur a cheer like Mark does. You've got to give it to Mark for that one.
Give it all to Skur. What a player. What a firing finish.
But, I mean, obviously, if we go off both goals, I think we could say there's probably 2 defensive errors to start this game for both teams to score. So both defence need to close up shop a little bit.
I'm hoping, to whatever football god you believe in, that stream did not freeze for that goal. Oh, Adomako went Skerr with another goal in the match of the round. Blake Skerr, goal number 7 in the match of the round. That takes him to 11 goal contributions when the cameras have been on for the former Parklea, former Parramatta City and current Ponds bagsman. Only plays for teams that have P as the first letter in their name. The poacher. Oh, he's giving it away there, the poacher.
Looks like Ellie's got some life down on that bench now. Can hear him from up at the top here.
Has he got a wedding next week?
This will be the first time in probably 6 years he hasn't got a wedding grand final. I mean, he still might that he doesn't know of yet.
Oh, a chance. We're minutes from half-time. Watching on Facebook, switch to YouTube as there is no lag there. I'll say it again. Switch to YouTube. There is no lag on the YouTube page. BDSFA TV. A couple of minutes to go until halftime. You can wait till the break, of course, but I'm being told there's no lag on the YouTube stream.
We have a player down here for Ponds. Not sure who it is. Looks like maybe Nathan. I know Nathan's up in the box.
I'm not quite sure, but it looks like it could be the ending as well. So, just pick your poison then, Facebook or YouTube. Right, let's get back into the swing of things. We'll try and fix it at halftime, ladies and gents. To be delivered in, I believe, by De Oliveira. A 3-man wall. One of them got a booking. Big chance to take the lead before halftime. Atchison cleared away Avery in his own box. And then De Oliveira, oh, he slung and missed. Not the first time I've said that phrase between these two teams before. One time it was Gabby, and now it was Sammy. Ball in, Avery goes down. No whistle blown. Push on Kelvin in the air. Cleared away there by Samatua, the Wall Reese replacement. A late exclusion from the squad for the 4-time African Cup winner. Oh, Akomako, speaking of him just moments ago, Koroma. So quick, so strong, Ibrahim Koroma. Wow. Ibrahim Koroma, Sierra Leonean's finest. Oh my word, he is putting them within a millimetre of the one he's taken prior. Every single one is dropping on a sixpence. This is, yes, it's stop-start, but the quality here is unbelievable. Some of the things that I'm seeing here are taking my breath away. Right, so a first outswinger now for the King. One hand raised. A 4-y to the front post. Cleared away. Dante Suarez wants to make amends, I'm sure. Gives it away. And free space in front of Fardod. Go, you good thing. Here goes Fardod Sanjakani. Oh, he was too slow there. Ran out of... You've given us the greatest 45 of all time. It feels like a grand final. It may as well be. What a first half of football between these two stellar, passionate footballing outfits. 1-1 it is. Marayong took the lead. Kelvin Afori delivering it from the set piece to Michael Cody before Skerr capitalised on a mistake at the back by Dante Suarez, and he smashed it in with so much venom he might have injured his standing planted foot. 1-1 it is. Halftime will bring about some special guests as well. Do not, and it is an order, do not go anywhere. See you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, just about caught my breath after one of the fastest, most intense first 45 minutes, I think, of any football game, any sporting event I've ever watched. A game that finds itself deadlocked, in the balance, with a seesaw ready to tip one way or another. I told you this would not be a blowout. This was always going to be close. And Pons and Marayong, and I'll say it again, it feels like a grand final, but this is for a place in the grand final. Michael Cody for Marayong opened the scoring before Blake, the ever-reliable Skur, who scored a grand final goal against them back in 2023, is back on the score sheet in a match of the round. Matty Hubbard will join up here soon. Wonder what he said in the coaching sheds. Doonside here, watching along, wondering who they might be playing in the second half. One of the most stop-start yet most intense, pulsating matches of football. Honestly, definitely the most I've watched in Blacktown Premier League football in the 5 years I've been doing this. Pleasure to have you back. My name is Mark DePoli, your commentator, your podcaster, and your saviour through the dark times. Not really the lap part. But let's go into this second half now. Turn your sound back on. Get back into your couches. Get back into your chairs. Light the fire, because this game is ready to take off. And Avery is on the ball. This is where he sat for the majority of the 0-0 game between these two teams, where apparently Pons were the ones who had the ascendancy the entire match. They were the better team. Matty Hubbard about to join us back up. So, Matty, tell me everything. What was said in those change rooms?
The boys just stayed calm. The first 10 minutes, take it as it goes. We can't concede early, but we ended the half definitely on top. But the first 10 minutes will set the tone of this second half.
What's the status of Blake Skur's left ankle?
He's good to go.
Great to know. I reckon we might be in for another late goal here tonight.
Walking past a few people, they're happy for a bit of extra time and shootout tonight. Not that I want that, but be entertaining for everyone watching at home.
I don't think I want that. I've got to be up at 3:30 for work tomorrow, Matty. But I'll do anything for this place. Blake Skur. You know what, though? The fact that Aaron Avery's barely been able to pull a single string in the first half means that if he gets anything in the second half, I bet you he's got lots of energy and is ready to pounce. Want to see one of the Player of the Year contenders getting on the ball. There's another one there in Kelvin Afori. Haloka! Oh, wow, out of nowhere! A snapshot! Jesus.
Superman in goals there. Great save.
What a save, Connor Gilbert. How good has that new signing been for you guys this year?
Yeah, very key position for us. He's saved a few goals that should have went in this year, but here's a big moment here for the second half early on. I told you we can't concede early.
Just a young kid, 22 years old, Connor Gilbert, been called in to make, I think, 7 saves, if my memory serves me correctly. That one being one of the best of the lot, though. King Kelvin Afori towards the back stick! Top netting. Oh, look at all the men behind the goal, ready to try and keep Connor Gilbert either focused or put him off his game. I wonder whose side those fans are on. It's going to be a long 45 with the chirpy bunch behind you. This is local football at its absolute best. Absolute best. And the only time it could get even incrementally better is next week, when there's camp chairs and a bar and a pizza oven to accommodate it to. Haloka, who brought about that corner, gave it away. De Oliveira out of the sky. Potentially a high foot there from Haloka. Aaron Avery, some time on the ball, and he wins a foul.
No, drop ball. I think it hit the referee.
Oh, there you go. Leitner. Big frame. He's got at least 6'1". Is Jack Leitner? Put your guesses as to who the grand final referee will be. By the way, my tip is Antonio Perella, since he hasn't done one of the match of the round games just yet.
There is rumour going around. He did an injury over at the PL2 today, so it'll be interesting.
Oh, it was Blake Skur now.
Edge of the box, free kick.
They want a pen. There's no way Pons could possibly be asking for a penalty. Fardod can huff and puff, but he's never going to be successful there. That was a long, long way out the box. But it is a free kick in a very, very dangerous position. You guys practice these?
No, not at all.
Well, Atchison is a clear target here. Look at the size of the bloke. This is dangerous. One hand raised, gone low and flat. Oh my word, nearly
ball.
a crisp finish by Ryan Baller Colborne. He scored 1 goal in his last 8 years. I don't think he wanted the most recent one to come in his own net, Matty Hubbard.
I'm just not sure Pons even knew that Tay was even going to do that. So we had no runners going to the ball there.
Cambaz goes from free kick taker to corner taker. Low and flat again. Skur was threatening. Haloka comes away with it for Marayong. Running now right to left across your screen. He's dilly-dallying a little bit. Marayong have got some numbers forward. Trivela pass. Looking for Michael Cody. Missed by Ibrahim Koroma. And all the way back to Pons goalkeeper Gilbert. Jeez, he's got a serious power shot on him. Look at how far that's gone, and that's forced Marayong to clear it into touch. So on the bench for you guys, I'm looking at the likes of Jassy Farron, Lax, he's better known as. Taylor Hunter played a lot of the reserve grade game too, but not a lot of firepower, Matty Hubbard. We'll just talk about it in a sec, because here comes Ibrahim Koroma. Now into the box, Ibrahim Koroma, blocked off. Still trying to keep this chance alive. There are still embers in this moment here. Slide tackle by Carrick. He's having a phenomenal game, but corner it'll be. But off the bench, this is going to be a tough one for you, Matty Hubbard. Not the greatest depth of all time.
I honestly think Ellie will let the game go as long as possible. And I think if we have to make a sub, Taylor Hunter obviously be the go-to man. You know, he's played most of reserve grade, but that guy could play 2 games a week if you ask him to. He did it pretty much all last year playing reserves in first grade, so he's got the batteries to continue to run with pride if he needs to come on.
Oh! So sorry, Matty. I never like interrupting a legend.
Obviously, yeah, we've got Lux on the bench. He's played a fair few games this year for first grade. He scored some goals. Jacob, he scored a lot of goals in reserve grade. So there is some firepower there. Just a matter of when Ellie wants to make that change.
Again, apologies to those. We are dealing with lag in this game.
I honestly think whoever scores the next goal will go a long way to winning this game. I'm not sure there'll be a goal for each team.
I completely agree with you, Matty. I think the next goal is the winner, and that will be it. And then we'll have a grand final. It will either be a replay of 2022 and 2024, or it'll be a replay of 2023. What a touch to Skur. Real chance here with Samatua going one way and the other. Skur, Dylan Owusu, 2 all-star competitors.
Dylan's done really well there. He's a very good fullback, reads the game well.
I called Dylan Owusu in my early season predictions when I put Marayong as first place. I said Dylan Owusu coming back from injury would feel like a new signing. My word, he is a solid player. There's a reason why everyone says, why is he playing here at this level? De Oliveira.
Oh, can't turn it over there.
Dangerous. A bit of a hit and hope kind of ball, but Kwok read it really well for Pons.
I think Marayong's just got a little bit of momentum. He's starting to get on top of us at the moment.
You nervous?
Never.
Been too many to be nervous at this point now. Oh, that's an exceptional, exquisite flick. Imagine if they score from this. Samatua tried to slice him in half. Owusu coming now. Just about cut off his ankle. Nice touch with the outside of the right. Owusu still. He hits the deck. Sanjakani's done so brilliantly there. Big call corner. Sanjakani, 3 points.
What a battle that is between the two of them.
I think pre-hamstring concern, Dylan Owusu might have been able to keep up just a yard quicker. But the fact he's been able to keep one of the quickest in the comp under apps there is very, very impressive. But Pons now trying to put their foot on the throat of this game. It's been spilled. Kelvin Ofori trying to scissor kick the ball away. What a clearance it was. Avery. A should have been Man City trialist. Gives away a free kick though for a high foot.
Game of chances here. There was a good chance there for Pons, but the second ball in the box, we had no one following it in. I'm still 55 minutes in. I'm still waiting for some Aaron Avery magic to come. It's got to come soon.
But that's the thing, though, is that let me put this to you, Matt. If it's not happened yet and Pons are firmly in this game, if not the better team in some people's opinion, when Avery does get a second of space, that could be the difference maker. Because if he's not doing anything right now by his high standards, when he does do something, it could just be the difference maker. That 1 or 2%. It's a scary prospect.
I mean, it's a long time to go in this game. The gaps will start to get bigger as the game goes on. Fatigue will set in, so there'll be holes in behind that he'll pocket soon. He's a smart operator.
The Quack monster. Back inside, Michael Cody. Adomako. Atchison fell hard there. Cleared away. Avery, lovely touch off the chest out of the sky. Oh, I've seen a lot of Blake Skur here, but he's capable of a lot. He's got through 1-2, but not the third. Holocka did well. Cody, this has been a great battle. Blake Skur, the defender.
I mean, both key players, if you look at Avery and Kelvin, for both teams, a key play for each, have both been closed out of today's game, I think. So both midfielders are doing well.
That's what Avery did so well against Workers last week, but that was on his weaker left foot, and he got that one, sort of misangled that one there as calm. I just wanted to state on the live, wishing you all the best of luck with the verdicts from the doctors, from the specialists next week with your funny old finger of yours.
That's a foul. That'll be a card.
So we're 1 apiece for cards. Ibrahim Boroma. In fact, it's 2-1 the way of Marayong in terms of cards, because someone in the wall before half-time got a yellow as well.
Got a bigger cheer than both goals, though, that yellow card. Obviously, there's some Ibby haters out there.
Oh, it's a funny old crowd. BDSFA Premier League crowds.
I think I did see Mark mention, I think the pizza's been cancelled next week. I've seen on social media posts. So hopefully something comes to the hill next week where everyone brings down a few drinks.
I will ask my mother to prepare some food. I'm sure she'll be okay with doing that. So the King stands over it, looking to put another jewel in his crown, not just of this season, but of the last 3 where he's been the best player in the comp. It's a lovely floater ball to looking at Cody again and cleared away by Aaron Avery, double A. Again, apologies for the stream lag. There you go. I hadn't seen that the pizza and bar had been cancelled. I hope we do have a replacement. That's ruined my day, that has. Feels like Christmas has been cancelled. I can see the pizzazz, the intent behind that, but it's not quite worked out there for Holocka. And out it goes for just a goal kick.
It's going to be quiet this game at the moment.
Flicks it on. He's a brave header of the ball, looking for his first namesake in Michael Adomako off of Michael Cody. This is the latter of the 2 Michaels who opened the scoring in this one. Michael Cody. Avery read that really well, turning away from danger, and then running into danger, and then cleared away Kwok, looking for Taylor Cambaz. That is Fardod Sanjakani.
Oh.
3 goal contributions in his last match of the round appearance. 1 goal, 2 assists. One of those assists was from a penalty he won. Played square towards Ryan Colborne. 11 years, in fact 12 years, forgive me. Tread carefully for this second half on a yellow card. Into touch, throwing it will be. I wonder at what point we'll go and see the first actual decision to change the 11s, not a forced one, the choice to do it, which is a really convoluted way of saying, I wonder which coach will make the first sub of this game that isn't a forced one.
I can't see any coach making a sub at the moment. No one is warming up, so I think both coaches are happy with who's out there at the moment.
I've talked to you about Pond's bench, but let's have a quick look at... Oh, wow, Avery.
I mean, Marayong should have a stacked bench there.
I mean, if I go through their bench, Ashim Tapa is on the bench. Wal Reese hasn't even got his gear with him. Hosia, better known as Xiao Chakal, of course, who has not played competitive football for more than just a couple of kicks for the last 5 years of his life. He's the co-coach, here to take a penalty perhaps if the time calls for it. Koroma has to be really careful as Ponds try and claw their way out of this one, but again, Mubarak Saeed could come off the bench, which is, of course, a man who won the grand final with his 93rd minute goal. So I would say that they have the stronger bench. Little Birdie told me he once trialled with Doonside as well.
He's pretty much played for every club in Blacktown then, Rev.
I'm glad he got his grand final after all those years of trying and coming so very close. A hero and a villain. The best kind. Camp has too many touches, asking Koroma to do a lot. Has to be careful, Koroma, because he's on a yellow card. Has to be really careful. They're going to call for it. They're going to call for it. I don't think Leitner is going to give it.
I think that was Avery that called him, so he'd be sweet there.
Right in front of the Marayong bench. Shades of... Down he stayed. Not the first time a Marayong player has hit the deck hard. Have a look at it back here. Michael Adomako, I do believe. Kevin Guerrero asking for the second yellow. Mubarak Saeed followed suit. Jeff Chakal, of course, one of the more passionate Marayong fans. Yeah, this is really concerning here for Michael Adomako. He stayed down. Adomako, of course, the man who scored a goal alongside Majid Eslami. You might remember him from last season, but got an ACL tear in round one against Ponds, of course. Haven't been around the ground since. Hopefully he's back next year, but he will be turning 38 in that season. But Michael Adomako, if he goes down, I mean, geez, I'm a Blacktown City representative from a Spirit representative. He was a Wanderers 20 when the old NYL was a thing back in 2018. National Youth League, geez, that's a throwback, isn't it? He's still down. Looking up to the stars at the moment. Kelvin Ofori there looking at him. Josh Ross asking how it's not a second yellow card, but...
The only thing I don't understand is obviously Kelvin's free kicks are deadly, but, I mean, at halfway, I'd rather him at the edge of the box for a rebound to have a shot if there's one there. I mean, he's going to knock a 45-metre ball into the box. How dangerous can it be that far out? I'd push him up.
He's back to his feet, but Mubarak Saeed is now warming up. A couple of Ponds boys with those bibs on it, looking like they might warm up soon too, but Michael Cody is going to have to come... Is he off the pitch or is he on it? I believe he's on it. Either way, free kick delivered in. Way too sharp. Ball stayed in. Skur hits the deck hard. Kerrick might have tripped him over. Having a bit of a war of words, the two wingers. Ethan Kerrick, Bella Vista Hotel's finest bartender. Not the first match of the round representative that's also been at the Bella Vista Hotel serving drinks as Koroma crosses the halfway line and turns the afterburners on, being closed down by the King Kelvin Ofori. Scrap that off your bingo card. 5 seconds, there was nearly a grand final ticket with Pond's name on it. Holy smoke. Aaron Avery is dynamite.
The touch and turn and hit that quick. It's magic to watch.
Seriously, how did he do it? There's no backlift there. That was like Ronaldinho versus Chelsea. No backlift at all. Good to see friend of the channel and friend of Sam, Carlos de Oliveira, who's asking, who's the bloke with the headgear, as Headgear Harry gets among the jokes of the stream. Again, this Pond's jovial chat that's been going on for a couple of weeks now is absolutely hilarious. Again, has to be really careful, Ibi Koroma. Jamie Soward, someone said it in the live chat. Oh, unreal. I love this comp.
The 21's captain. He's a key player of Marayong at the moment, so it's good to see.
Skur burst away from Dante at an acute angle. Test the technique of a certain goalkeeper by the name of Oscar Osei, who clears it away.
And obviously, back to that, if you look at, Quakers Tigers 21s next week, they pretty much play first grade, so next week's 21s finals almost Quakers Hill Tigers first grade. They've got, I think, 6 or 7, so it's good to see.
They'll be versing Marayong again.
Yes.
That will be the third edition consecutive, back to back to back. Tigers versus Marayong. It's 2-0 Marayong in that competition between the 21s teams.
There's a lot of good future to come out of Quakers Tigers when you think if their 21s are in the final with half the squad playing first grade this year.
Completely agree with you. As Cambaz sends that forward, looking towards a corner flag as if he's time wasting, and Dante Suarez leaves it. So, Mubarak Saeed still warming up for Marayong. No one from Pond's bench seems to be doing a whole lot of moving. Eli El Hakim, no wedding for him this year, it seems.
It's dangerous. Dangerous.
Avery up against a Forey. A Forey's one at that time. Kerrick, high foot there by Avery. On we go. Kerrick's quick. Koroma reacted quicker. Barely really seen Tong do all too much in the last sort of 20 minutes of this second half. Need to see more of...
I think there's an example there. Stevie, one of the most cool, calm, collected players in the competition, doesn't panic.
Elevator.
He'll go down here. He'll go down.
I was waiting for you to say that. Laing Simmons, what about his delivery? The greatest. He's quicker than Holoka though, but Holoka slid in well.
Good ball.
Lovely pass. Oh, and out of position now, Josh Ross. Here's Tong Morwell, two-time African Cup winner. The 23-year-old got 2 match of the round goals last week. It is Aaron Avery. It is blocked by his equally as brilliant counterpart in midfield. What his name this year? Cambaz out wide. Lovely, well done. Tong, he's quick. On he goes. Can he keep it in? No, is the answer.
Corner,
but they're saying
corner.
last touch off green. It will be. Matty Hubbard, corner's coming.
Obviously, it's a game like the tide just changed. 5 minutes Marayong, 5 minutes Ponds. I think someone's going to have to score while the tide's turn to get capitalised on their, they're going forward with the ball here.
Crowds really come out of the game in the last couple of minutes. Those minutes between 25 and 45 of the first half were absolutely pulsating from the crowd.
Good ball.
Really good ball in. Really good hands from Oscar Osei.
I don't think anyone's put any pressure on the keeper today from a corner.
It's a really long ball too. Again, this is a chance. Second phase of this attack through Michael Cody. Atchison out of position, but his long legs have done the trick. Cleared by Pons. What do you think Doonside are thinking watching this game, Matty Hubbard?
I think walked past some of them at half time, and I heard him say, go to extra time, 120, go to penalty shootouts. But I'm not quite sure. They'll be loving the challenges flying in here.
They'll probably be saying, continue to kick the crap out of each other, guys. It helps us. Blake Skur, long throw. Easily won there by Dylan Owusu. This is Aaron Avery. Static by Skur. Most recent goals
We've got a player down here for Marayong, left back.
So Dante Suarez is down. Will he be out? The like-for-like replacement, I imagine, would be Mubarak Saeed, who's played on both flanks. Is that Tom Morwal who's going to the sideline? Is he going to be subbed off, or is he going to chat?
No, he just needs a drink. I think Eddie's just giving him a few words, what he needs to do, how he needs to get in behind the defence.
There's going to be at least a 2, 3, 4 minute delay here. So, Hubs, let's start talking about the future. Not too far in the future. I'll let that simmer up over the 6-month off season. But what do you think is going to happen in the next 20 minutes?
Obviously, being a Ponds man, I'd love to say we're going to go on and win this game. I back my team all the time. But it only takes one mistake for someone to fall asleep quickly and the other team will capitalise on a goal. But you never know, we could end up going extra time. Because at the moment, the game's in a standstill. It doesn't look like anyone's going to score at the moment.
Where does this rank, and that's different not playing in it, watching it, but where does this rank in terms of intense battles and 50-50 challenges of the highest order? Where does that rank in terms of the other games you've been a part of between
I think for Ponds, it'd probably be up there one of our best ones against Marayong because they've bossed us off the ball a few times. You know, obviously over the last 5 years, we're talking, we haven't beaten them once, but we're in the game here. So, you know, I think the team's building some confidence the longer the game goes on. And, you know, Marayong might start to panic a little bit, thinking Ponds has stayed in the game this long.
So, very, very sorry
made a sub here.
To those who are experiencing the lag in the stream. I promise you we're doing our absolute best to fix it. So, I believe that to be Mubarak Saeed. In fact, I believe that might be Ane. I will double check with you now. It is in fact the number 24, Ane. And here is Ponds, number 23. Delivered in by Koroma towards that 23. It's Tom with the turn. What a tackle, Samatua. Floored him. Brilliant to watch. Adomako past his man. He's floored him too with some technical excellence. Look at him go. Koroma's on a yellow. Has to be careful. Still Adomako beaten to it. Now it's a shoulder to shoulder. Koroma has all the running in the world. Jeez, he just keeps running up and down this pitch.
He's as quick as Usain Bolt, that kid.
He really is. Shanked pass, but it's worked out well. FSK to Blake Skur up against Ane. So good they had to name him twice, hence why he got that grand final goal back in 2023 for the 21s team. Given away in a precarious area for Marayong, and they've won it back through Haloka. But then one back again through the middle. It's Kambaz. Blocked wide and out. Corner.
Ponds have got a lot of go forward here, but they're just struggling to get some numbers in the box. I think if we get some numbers in the box, we could be deadly.
What a game this is turning out to be. What a game this is turning out to be. Ane's last match of the round appearance, to the best of my knowledge, was at the very last moments, the very last kicks of the Workers' win. 5-2 it was in that one. Kambaz, he's left-footed, might he hit this one again? It forced a corner last time. No, he leaves it for Blake Skur. Is that the elevator? That's not really a position he likes to be in all too much. He tries to channel back into the middle. Back here towards the exceptional number 10 of Ponds in his second year at the club to find Avery in his first. Avery looking for a moment of magic. And then from distance... Nope.
It's out for a throw-in.
Playing this one real quick.
Ponds have changed it up here. They're going to put Tong out to the right, Skur back to the left.
Oh, I think the shoelaces came together there. Kerrick's come out the better of the two. On we go, though. And then it was called up. 14 minutes left to go. About this back and forth for the entire week since I knew he'd be playing in this fixture. I think the winner will be the audience, but my tip is Ponds.
Good ball.
Towards the back stick. Could be funny if they scored now, Marayong. 29. That's Tong Morwell. He's not had the greatest second half as Tong, but he had a really good second half in the workers' match of the round where he tapped home 2 goals.
How calm is this guy on the ball?
He's too good. He's too good. Some might say he's better than the other De Oliveira who's watching in the live chat. That is a joke, Carlos, in case you're watching. Still.
A lot of tight legs starting to come out there now. You can see the gap.
Oh, the quality of this game has gone through the floor, Matty Hubbard. There are barely any strings of passes coming together here. This is going to be a battle of sheer will and probably somebody off the bench making the difference in behind. Unless Avery wants to hit the post again, although this guy's full of running. This is it! Being pulled by the shirt. Now it's a long ball. Karmas has to be careful. He was. Michael Cody opened the scoring in this game. Karmas still from centre-back. Gee, he's been good. He hasn't played there in some 2 years, he told me. He was a left fullback for 24 months before being told to shift back in before last week's knockout game against Workers. And gee, he was good, and gee, he's been good tonight. Kelvin Afori. Just a little off target towards Michael Adomako. Chance for Ane. Another one of the 21s boys that's come through. Infield pass to Holoka. Make the run in behind. There is Michael Cody. And still Michael Cody is Mr. Ibi Koroma. Too good.
At 21 years old, he's a great defender.
Samatua.
Down.
This might be it for good. Now he's holding the hamstring. Marayong are within their rights to go on. You question the morals, it's not my job.
No, I think when you've got the ball going forward, they would know that we've got a player gone down. Might be Taylor Hunter time. As Corey said last week, Taylor's probably got his fake 10 on, ready to come on again.
I'm being told that the YouTube audio is struggling to keep up, so perhaps now switch back to the Facebook page, so those viewers watching along. I'm tremendously sorry that this is happening. Good-natured Carlos de Oliveira. Very good-natured saying, he's better than me. Weren't too bad against Sydney the other day. Yourself? To me.
Kwame or Lux?
I think it's the former. I think that is going to be... I'd imagine we're going to see a number 18 come on here.
I think he'll try and go against Skirt, see how he goes. The jack has gone back on the player that was going to come on.
So Skir's going to brave through the pain. His left foot is hurt. His right hamstring is cooked. But he's got a goal to his name, and Pons are right there in this contest. Kerrick flicks it on. Karmas misheads it, but it works out quite well. Jeez, Kerrick is an aggressive little winger, isn't he? Cleared away by Karmas as the ball went into a threatening area.
We'll see how Skur is here.
If you're a Marayong, you cop a yellow card and you make him feel it even more. I'm being told both the Facebook and YouTube stream are struggling to keep up, so my advice to you is next time, come to the game and watch it in person. Promise you we will sort this out by next week.
Could be a heartbreaking goal coming for someone soon to end the game, so hopefully that doesn't happen for Pons. Hopefully we do that to Marayong.
Well, last time Mubarak Saeed was involved in a match of the round was when someone by the name of Scott Jackson put him almost through the concrete underneath the turf here. To those who might remember, this time he's giving some payback to another former Ponds fullback, or a current former Ponds fullback, if you like.
He'll be loving life. He'll be back next for the playoff game, Scotty. He's been out for 6 weeks, but he's itching to get back. He is.
I'm sure he is. Michael Cody. Picked up 9 goals and 7 assists in his first year out. But now he's giving it away.
Oh, no.
Oh, Sammy should have gone inwards. That's the wrong choice. From all people, Ane is really lucky.
We're just standing off here, Ponds, at the moment, giving him too much time.
Barely seen Kelvin Afori do all that much in this second half. Want to see him get back more involved in the facilitating of play. He was called by his co-coach Shia. He was called the brains of this team. The brains of Marayong. The brains of the 4 consecutive league winners. Chance, 3 I should have said, and cleared away. Oh, this will be a one-on-one. A mouth-watering
Don't lose
moment
it.
this could be. Tong, a little fortuitous, but nothing will be fortunate about this if he gets this pass right. No, he's got that wrong. Owusu gives it away. Avery. Tong stretches for it. He was in behind Fadad Zanjakani. Ponds have not created a chance out of playing through their midfield this entire second half. In fact, neither have Marayong. This has been... I think everybody expended their energy in the first half.
Ponds might have to go to the bench here. Looks like they're struggling a little bit. I think we need some impact here.
You need some life in the midfield. You need some life on the flanks.
I'm not so sure the midfield. I think Semi Tay and Avery are doing, their job well. I think we might need something fresh out wide to change it up a bit.
This place will explode when the winning goal hits one of the nets. One there by Kelvin.
Oh no, danger.
Oh, Carrick. That is the wrong decision.
I'm going to call it here early. I think if Ponds make a sub here, I think Skur might come off, Ibi will go forward, and Kwame will go to left back, and I think that's the danger for Ponds. I think Ibi's going to do a match winner. He's hard to run down out wide.
Last time. That's exactly what you called last time. So Ibi is going... Is he heading to the sideline, or is he heading into Blake Skur's position?
He'll play in the left wing. Kwame will play left fullback. Well done to Skirt it out. I think he's probably one of Ponds' best players today, so shame to see him go off.
Here is Eugene Arku, better known as Kwame, as we're learning right now. Kwame Arku will go with.
Kwame was playing at Central Coast, I think, 2 years ago before I think he did his ACL, so he's had his 1 year recovery, but yeah, he used to play at Central Coast Mariners.
Would you give that a foul?
It's always hard as a striker when a defender comes over from behind you and naturally they're in your back, and it's a tough one for the referee, but when you go over the top of the strike, it always looks bad.
What a moment for Blake Skirt. You know what? You told me to predict how this game would go. I honestly thought to myself in that moment, it's going to be won by a set piece.
And it could be here. The dangerous man Kelvin on the ball again.
This is exactly how they found their opening goal. It was Kelvin delivering. That one looks a little shallow, though. It was. And cleared away Cambaz. Baller Colborne has 1 goal in his last 8 years. He was never going to hit that one. Delivered in by Cody. Kerrick headed on. Oh! Ben Marayong! Adomakov flatlined by Connor Gilbert. Pointing to the spot. Ponds either wants it rescinded for a fair challenge or the offside flag. This is the grand final spot, Matty Hubbard. Looked offside to me, so even if he's had his nose broken, it can't be counted. Huge moment.
I think he's going to stick with the penalty here.
Is he not offside? Hopefully Michael's okay, by the way. That is the first and foremost thing. It looks like, if anyone, it's Karma's keeping him on, but to be fair, Connor Gilbert has got none of the ball and all of Michael. So I think after a huge delay, and after huge deliberation, there's going to be a penalty.
Free kick.
To realise, but the horrendous thing out of all of that is that Adomako got punched in the face for no reason.
At the end of the day, penalty free kick, the main thing is hopefully the player's okay. You'd hate to see a player at this crucial point of the game, you know, go down injured and miss the rest of the game. So hopefully he gets up and he's all right.
Well, I'm looking at the zoomed in replay. A zoomed in replay that is trickling slower than a snail right now. I'm so sorry. But as
big call from the referee or linesman. Thank God it went our way, but interesting to see if we can get a replay when it loads. Actually, I thought he was offside, but Connor could have been lucky there too. So Pons get away with one there.
Yeah, Michael Adomako has gone off. I think next up is Shia Chakal. I really do.
The guy with one leg.
3 knee reconstructions, 36 years old.
What a great bloke he is. But, I mean, he'd make a difference in this game too. The quality he has, even on one leg, he'd be good.
Hundreds watching across YouTube and Facebook. It is a pleasure to have you here. Marayong have now had a goal chalked off and as well a penalty denied. Rightly so on both occasions, but it must feel tough.
Oh no, it's a crazy ball there.
Boy, Karma's far too lazy, but it might actually work out well. This is how they scored their 4th goal against Workers. It's Kwok instead of Skur delivering though. Ross.
Well done, Ross there.
Oh, brilliant!
He wouldn't like that, Ross. He's normally the one on doing that to plays. He would not like that at all. He's been hammered there.
That is awesome. Good roll off the body there by the elevator. Atchison in strong. Adomako wins the free kick.
Four minutes left, plus probably 10 minutes time added on today.
Oh, we're going to be here all night. Matty Hubbard.
Lucky there's no light restrictions out here. The lights normally go out in other grounds at 10 o'clock.
And thank goodness it is not raining. The elevator flicks it into a dangerous area. Atchison's been called into action.
Congratulate Semi there. It's probably his first header all year.
Good touch by Dodds. Touchline.
I said it was going to be a good move, pushing Ibby up, but he hasn't even touched the ball out there yet. Hopefully Pons can get hold of the ball and use him.
Ane. Some great calls from the crowd tonight.
Oh, there's a big hole in the midfield here.
Afori, we know what he can do. Arku up into the sky, away by Atchison for the time being. Kerrick trying to threaten. Haloka has worked so hard since he came on in the early moments of the game. Such space here for Ane. Still Ane, great ball, the king! And then this moment, a swing and a miss by Cody. Cody still. Oh, the moment is gone.
Here goes Avery.
This is it, the long ball. This is what he's good at. The grand final, the record. Could it be unstuck now? Square it to win it. Square it to Tong. To Tong. Oh, no. A Shakespearean tragedy.
Everyone hit the ground thinking that was in there. Jesus.
Marayong nearly scored. Then Pons nearly scored.
You look out the window, even the Doodside players are up there watching that one. They thought that was in.
Oh my goodness. It is the biggest moment of the season. Look. Oh my word.
But obviously, he got into position, so you can't, you can't say anything negative about him because he did get there in the first place. So keep your head up, Tongy. It's fine enough. You'll get another one soon.
Marayong are asking, where on earth was our midfield? But Aaron Avery, I told you, when he had that one chance to play the right ball, he did. I think Sanjakani probably should have played that earlier because it meant that Tong had an extra second to think about it. Off goes Michael Cody.
Jeez, that's a crucial part of the game there. I think that would have been game, set, match.
Well done, Michael Cody. By the way, your goal, the first of 2 in this game. Only 2 goals in the game. Elevator. Wrong kind of pass. Yeah, this is the best game of all time. This is the best sport of all time. This is the best sporting league of all time. We are in added time.
Here goes Avery.
Oh, he's got past Haloka. Well stood there.
Oh.
How?
Handball.
Cool.
I think the referee's had a very good game today, actually.
Well, the 2 major talking points, which were an Olympico goal and a penalty to not be a penalty, were absolutely the correct decisions. The elevator. That ball will hold up just about. Fardod's so quick. Oh, that's terrible defending across the face of goal. This is it. This is it. Koroma missed it. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Pons should have had this game wrapped up. And now here you go, Marayong. And now cleared away by Kamas on the turn. Kambaz. Divine interventions in football. They need their superstars to step up, break the duct. Oh, what a touch. That's the greatest touch I've ever seen. Back to him. What is his delivery like?
Step over.
This is Fardod Sanjakani. Oh.
He's got a big kick on him, his keeper.
Punts
It's dangerous
it away.
here.
Oh, one there by Kamas, who's carrying around a swollen face at the moment. Well, we are into the minutes that Marayong won the grand final against Pons 2 years ago.
Dottie will win any free kick all day long. Here he goes. Nathan's going up for here. This will be one of the last kicks of the game, I think.
I think we're headed to extra time.
And Dottie will stay down here, get a breather.
I've got a feeling this will be it.
We haven't been close on one cross today, so...
You get that camera ready, my friend. So, free kicks nearly opened the game. To break a 10-game duct. Pons looking to win it.
You might get another chance from a corner here. No. We need Skur on for a big throw.
Yeah, you do. Who's got the second biggest throw? Avery, flat ball, back stick, cleared Mubarak. There he is. Should have gone down, maybe. Wanting a handball, wanting a pass back. Not going to be given. I think we're going to added time. Put the kettle on, mum. It's coming. We're going to 30 plus, it seems. Arku sends it forward. Well done there by Mupi Saeed.
I wouldn't say that yet. There's still plenty of time here. Marayong on a break.
Pons boogeyman running inward. Haloka.
Oh, no.
Nearly gave away a free kick. There's the man who would have taken it. Back out wide. Looking to deliver.
Ponds need to get back here.
Ashim Tapa.
Oh, gosh. Refs, look at his whistle. There it is.
Oh, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. 15 minutes. No golden goal. Then penalties. This is it. A grand final spot on the line. Matty Hubbard. Take it away, man. I need to go and get my cardio up.
I'm not even sure what will happen here. I think Marayong's nearly used their whole bench, so I guess they're going to have to use their players to go for another 30. But I don't know. I think both teams are out on their legs here, so it's going to be an interesting 30 minutes. And it all stems back to that one-on-one, that key chance for Tom. Pons could be in the change room singing right now. But instead, they're going in for another 30 minutes. Which, I mean, Doonside down there probably clapping their hands together, rubbing it. They're loving it that both teams are going head-to-head for another 30 minutes.
Oh, look, I don't want to dwell too much because at the end of the day, these players pay registration, Matt Hubbard, and they don't need to be treated like professional footballers. But that miss by Tong, it feels like a big moment.
I mean, it's probably the only big chance of the game if you think about it.
Jeez, let's try and give these people a bit of an extra time chat.
Okay, we even got Samatua and Eve just to join in the crowd. He's come off and he's come to say hello to the fans of the crowd.
I'll try and get him up here, but I'm pretty sure he's one of those people that don't have social media. He's one of those old school people. So it's impossible to get him up.
Taylor Hunter's starting to warm up now, so he might get a sub here soon.
Okay. I think we should declare to the people first and foremost, Matt, that this 30 minutes of added on time is going to be at walking league standard. I don't know if these players can go for that much longer.
It's going to be very interesting to see who stands up here. If you look at both teams, there's a lot of players sitting down here.
Pons are the ones who have gone down on their haunches. It's Marayong who stay looking to try and win the body language battle. Matty Hubbard, I'm going to give you a moment to take it away here. I'm going to go find a guest. Give me 2 minutes.
Yep.
I'm going to go find a guest to come up here.
So for people that don't know, that are watching at home, this game will be 15 minutes each way. They'll have to play the whole 30 minutes as it doesn't matter who scores or if there's no goal scorers. But if there is one, then the game will continue. It won't end. Feels like we've been waiting forever. Hopefully the referee can get this game back underway. Some of these viewers will be going to bed soon. Obviously Mark had no luck getting anyone.
People are too scared.
No one wants to predict what's going to happen.
Sitting down there with Nathan Samatua, by the way, is Nick Haramis, who you might remember as the man who got the assist for the grand final winning goal back in Marayong's 2023 ultra successful campaign. Oh.
He was a good player, Nick. A striker very hard to mark.
Back in his day, I think before COVID, he had a 28 goal season, is what I remember hearing from our competitions manager. I think that this extra time, I don't think it's won. My prediction, Matty Hubb, is it's not won by one of the star players. I think it's going to be won by someone you don't expect. Like a centre-back with a glancing header at the back stick.
I'm still tipping Ivy to pull some magic out down this left wing in front of us, and he'll run over to the box again like 2 weeks ago. But, I mean, these players have nearly had a week's rest if this ref doesn't move this along.
Yes, well, I think they need it. I think the refs might need it too. Leave your live chats. Let us know what your predictions are for extra time. be going into work with 45 minutes sleep tomorrow.
You might be straight on the train, straight to work, the way this is going.
Where are you off to?
Know for yourself tomorrow morning.
Oh, yes.
If this game goes that late, you'll be straight on the train here at Rudy Hill, straight into the city.
There is a certain prediction that came through 3 days ago from someone from Doonside, but I won't reveal who until he gives me the all clear. But he said the Ponds would beat Yong in extra time. That was the call of a certain Doonside player, unnamed Doonside player. I'm surprised you didn't actually go down there and participate in the team talk. You've abandoned ship, mate.
I'd be tired trying to get back up here. And I haven't even played any soccer today.
You're going to miss it in the off-season?
Yeah, but half these players don't. They just go straight into African Cup. They're crazy.
You ever thought about giving it a go?
No, I have played 3 out of the last 4 years, but I've kind of been banned now from African Cup. The wife says after you beat his fake comp, soccer's over. But, I mean, they're too quick in that comp for me now. Very quality comp that African Cup is now. Good community soccer. Everyone gets down there. There's a good party down there.
Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it just the most wonderful celebration of culture and great sport? Okay, Matty Hubbard, let's have a look at some of these live chats. There's a Marayong all the way call. There's an Ibi too good for this league call. It is a battle between two of the best in the last decade or so. Ponds weren't even a club some 15 years ago. Now they're here. Now they're here on the cusp of a 6th consecutive grand final. And they are very capable of winning it. So are their opposition in green and yellow and black. And those socks are white of Marayong. It's a kickoff technique. Josh Ross into centre-back from right-back for the predominant majority of the game. Kerrick, who was such a live wire. Kelvin Afori is one of the fittest blokes in the comp. 29 years old. Married earlier in the season, which is why he missed a couple of match of the rounds.
Apparently there's a rumour going around at the start of the week he had a wedding. I'll tell you something now, he definitely won't be going to that wedding if he did have one. That'll be over.
He's missed it. The divorce has already happened between them. No bad wishes to whoever wedding that happened to be. Matt Dudgeon, by the way, was the person who gave that prediction that Ponds would win it in extra time. There you go. Lots of love for Taylor Cambaz in the comment section too.
Oh, don't know how we won that free kick, but we'll take it. Start this extra time. Look at the players. Some of them are struggling to even walk out there. It's going to be an interesting 30 minutes.
I tell you what, Sydney FC and Auckland are going to extra time in the Australia Cup. But I bet you they're wondering over at Paramount why no one's watching it. And the answer is because they're all here, Matty Hubbard. They're all here watching this.
Good ball into the box here from Tay Needed.
Cambaz. Delivery deep. Just on the cusp of the 18-yard marking. Ane has a grand final goal in 21s on camera to his name. A digital memory to last a lifetime. A very lovely touch into space, but not into a green path.
It's gone very quiet out there from both teams. There's not much talking, not much going on at all.
I think the fans lost their energy too, but there's a chance here. A great clearance by Thomas.
No.
High foot, perhaps? Wow, big call. And Kelvin Afori will slow this down. By the way, the work of Ryan Colborne, 35 years young out there right now, still bossing about the defensive midfield section of the pitch for the Marayong. Pretty impressive stuff. But let's talk about this man here, Kelvin Afori.
Danger time. Ponds have gone deeper here on this free kick.
Cleared
well
away
done by Nathan.
What a game he's had without you next to him. Fardot Zanjakani, who's dropped in real deep here to play. Was so close to getting 2 consecutive golden boots, but was
Give it to Ibi.
To it just by one singular goal.
Man coming.
Karmas, lovely triangles being formed in Ponds colours, but then Atchinson's not as sort of composed on the ball there. Owusu out of the sky.
Oh, no.
Gunner boys in tandem
Danger.
here as Owusu finds Kelvin Afori over the top. It's scooped out wide towards Carrick. Carrick, acute angle, Carrick! Carrick!
Oh, no.
He scored on the small training goal, but not on the goal that we care about. Oh. Great cut inside past his man. Great cut inside. What are some of your nearest and dearest saying about the game, Hubs?
I'm getting a lot of messages coming in saying it's a pretty even game. A lot of messages coming in about Tong's miss, but he is human. People make mistakes. But yeah, they're saying both teams have had their chances, so I think each team will get one more chance in this game. Otherwise, we're going to see shootout.
Koroma scored a match of the round goal from that angle. Aaron Avery trying to cause havoc.
He should have turned there, Avery.
Let him know, Hubs. Monster ball out there again. Marayong kind of tacticless when it comes to those long balls. It's just hit and hope. Asim Tapa picked up Mervyn Chakal's number 7 jersey this year. That's some big shoes to fill. Koloka. Kelvin Afori. Well done. Tapa blocked by Kwok. Tough to control here. Oh, Mubi, wow! As a match of the round goal this year, Mubarak Saeed, it was a free kick against Quakers Hill Tigers. I have a strange feeling this might just sort of trickle and peter out all the way to penalties. I'm wondering if these two teams are kind of content with conserving their energy. It seems very flat.
I think Ellie might have to go to his bench soon and bring on some fresh legs, maybe for the last 15 minutes.
You've mentioned that a couple of times now, which means I know that you're feeling passionately about that. And Marayong got plenty of fresh legs on it, even though some of those 21s boys did play in their 21s semi-final today. But Marayong do have the fresher legs per capita.
That's a good ball.
Carrick was there, not really known for his aerial prowess, but really well won by Haloka up against Ibrahim Koroma.
Oh, it's a good shot.
Dangerous ball spilled by Conor Gilbert.
No.
What a kick.
No
one there.
No,
What's Conor doing?
they're trying to go 100 miles an hour. There's too many tight legs out there. He had plenty of time. That's okay.
I do have to say, I'm gonna condemn this game a little bit. It is resorted to kick and chase in this second half and now into extra time.
That'll naturally happen as players start to get tired, you know. It's only going to take one key player here to do something special, and I think the game will be over.
Asim Tapa gives away a free kick. Doesn't have too many complaints of any sort there.
Taylor Hunter's starting to go a few more stretches here. I mean, you can't even hear anyone talking out there. They're that exhausted.
It seems like the crowd are too. The crowd really haven't been in it since Tong's miss.
Marayong.
It's the only real moment of significance that they were really brought into the game. Owusu on Fardas Zanjakani.
I would love to have a tracker on Dotty to see how far he runs in a game. Avery corner. Oh no!
Just a goal kick. Oscar Osei.
How much Pons would love to have Skur out there right now.
Minutes.
Such a flat kick he's got.
Conor Gilbert has more of a looping effort. Marayong's brand new 21s coach, Dylan Owusu, who's led them to another grand final under his first year of being a gaffer. Congratulations to him and his squad. Meet Taron Rockham's Tigers in the final. Ooh! Well, give Kelvin the ball. And don't argue. Well, nearly 100 minutes ago, it feels like, if you include the break. This man here delivered the assist for the first goal.
Danger time.
Kelvin Ofori back spinning. Halaka might fall to Mubarak Saeed. Where is the ball? There it is, Halaka. Colborne feeds it into danger. Ashintapa! Oh!
Offside.
Adomako!
Offside.
Flag raised as Colborne ran in for what would have been a rare goal. Hubs, I've been told you got 3 points coming, mate.
Jesus.
Glad you saw it. That's out of my peripheral, that one. Someone's gone down here in a heap.
That's Nathan down. Stretching his cramping up.
Look at these two here. Mubarak Saeed and Ibrahim Koroma. It's all smiles right now that they have to come up against each other. It's not going to be pretty. Jeez, that was close. I've been asked if these grounds have a 10 p.m. curfew. No, we do not. We've once kicked off, or should I say re-kicked off a grand final, a PL2 grand final at 11:30, which was because the lights did go out, but not intentionally. Once they were fixed, we continued on. A bit before my time, though, back when Juni was in PL2. The league final was against Paloma. So back in play we are. Atchison is fine for the time being. Forward. Flat header. There the batter. Oh, Colborne. I did a podcast once on Duckman TV after my first year of commentating this league, and I called Ryan Colborne as my favourite player in the comp. Spring chicken. Kerrick needs to get this under control, plays it quickly to Michael Adomako. Such a fatigue-ridden pass.
5 minutes left to half time.
Oh no, Dylan Owusu's headed that ball all wrong and he's seeing stars. Referee stopped the game for crying out loud. Although Adomako!
Oh, great.
There's no keeper in that corner, but the game should never have continued because a Marayong player was down.
Thought he should have stopped there, but well defended there from Pons.
It was so good by Karmas. Watch it back on replay. He caught up against the odds. Owusu's still seeing stars. I'm surprised he's walking in a straight line. He wouldn't pass the test at the RBT right now.
Another set piece coming in from Kelvin. Danger time here. Need to be strong in the back here, Pons.
Hold your nerves. Bite your nails. And here comes Kelvin Ofori. Far away from goal. Colborne under control.
Oh, he's got to be offside.
Kindly.
Offside.
To an offside. 3 to go. Such a slower paced game than it was for the first 45. I'll stretch it to 60 minutes. Bang. And back in play it is. Missed by Ane, won by Owusu. I'm sure he didn't want to head that ball. Chested on by Kerrick. Mischested though. Oh, missed by Colborne. One back by Owusu. Back to his best tonight. Infield pass. This could be big. Karmas!
Oh.
Off to Enat. That ball goes.
Oh, he's pulled up there, Harry.
Uh-oh. He's not moving so well. And so has Fardal Sanjakani. When are Pons going to go to their bench?
Someone sent some pickle juice out there for Dotty. Needs his pickle juice. He loves that.
He loves it, does he?
Yes, normally it's his halftime, go-to, but apparently now this year it's his bananas.
Wow, in the background, can you see that van doing an illegal U-turn at the Eastern Road intersection? How dare you? And off he goes. Oh, look at the gap in the midfield, by the way. I bet you it won't close. You know what? I think as than what I've seen here tonight. Some very, very fit boys in the midfield and on the flanks. Anyway, Ashim Tapa never scored in the match of the round. I'm sure would be a great time to change that now as Kerrick trickles it.
I think Pons need to push up. They're playing one up front here. Makes it hard when we clear the ball out for one striker to win everything.
Oh, chance. Koroma and Mubisai. Koroma's about 5% quicker than him as we saw earlier in the game. Still full of running with him, Koroma. It's so impressive, even if he has come out without the ball there.
It's hard when you look at 15 to go if Pons make a sub because there's a few penalty takers out there if it goes to shootout that can take it. So who do you take off?
It's a really good point, Hubs. It's a really good point.
Tong is a penalty taker this year for us. He's taken a few, but I think his legs are gone at the moment.
Oh, so good. And now Ane, the left back's out of position. Someone's got to cover him. Here comes Kelvin. Oh, Kelvin. Kelvin's done so well. Underrated work, keeps it. Oh, he's just brilliant. And that might just kick them into gear. Here come the Yong. Ashim Tapa, right on the halfway line. Now cuts diagonally, cuts back towards the right. Afori, drifts it out wide. Ane. Ashim Tapa again. Kerrick inside. Tapa still. Delivered by Tapa. There is Michael. Welcome to Blacktown in 2025, Michael Adomako. What a time for your fourth match of the round goal in 3 games. And it all came from the dedication at the back. What a move, what a cross, what a moment. This is this league at its best. And the grand final has a green foot in it. But there's still 15 to go.
Wow, big sub there. Semi's gone off and Taylor Hunter's come on. So it's a big loss for Pons there. Semi's one of the better midfielders of the competition this year.
Hubs, how's your heart rate?
Yes. We're still in the game. We're out of it. It only takes 1 goal to get back in this. But, yeah, the work of Calvin there was just unbelievable. Win it at the back and then get it out wide to get that cross in. Well done. That was nice from Calvin.
This man needs to have the same dance. It is 2-1 to Marayong. A Michael Cody goal opened it up early. Back when it almost felt like yesterday before it was tied up by Baleksker. But then what a cross and what a finish. Met by the right foot of Michael Osei Adomako. Wow. Oh, now there's some Marayong players receiving some rub downs. This is it. This is the greatest game. How can you not enjoy what we're watching.
It'll take something special in his second half for Pons to get one back.
Oh man, these Marayong fans must be so nervous, but Hubs. Desperately hoping that stream did not cut out. This place erupted when that goal went. Oh, Matty Hubbard, what a game we're watching, what a moment we've just witnessed. This is the most amount of viewers we've ever had. Most amounts of viewers we have ever had in a non-grand final game by some distance. I'd like to thank you all for being here. I know that the stream hasn't been the greatest throughout. I apologise profusely. I will get on my knees and beg for your forgiveness for the fact that the stream has been cutting in and out. But I hope you can still appreciate just a small fraction of the energy that is built up here on the Rooty Hill Doomside suburb border. This is a hallowed footballing ground where magical moments happen frequently. And we've just potentially witnessed another one, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if Pons find a higher gear. But Matty Hubbard, you called for subs, man. You called for subs and then you were beaten by a fresher set of legs. Are you frustrated by that?
Yeah, beaten by a bit of magic from Kelvin, to be honest. That bloke was deep in the corner and won it and turned it over, and then, yeah, I don't know how he does it. But yeah, we have brought on Hunter now, so hopefully, changes the game. But for Pons, you've got 15 minutes left of your season. You pretty much got to die out there now and try and get that goal before, otherwise it's come back next year. But I think I'll back him. I think we've got a goal in us.
Oh, certainly you do. But no Sammy De Oliveira. They're going to prefer the more tenacious work of Taylor Cambaz.
I think it'll be a better second half for the people watching, because I think Pons obviously have to push on now to get that equaliser, so the gaps are going to get even bigger, and obviously Pons will push numbers forward, so Marayong could get in behind, otherwise Pons might get in behind them by pushing extra numbers forward. It's going to be interesting 15 minutes.
Wonder who's got energy, Matty Hubbard. 15 minutes until the grand final ticket is booked. They're already look at that. So Marayong's strategy, it seems, is that they're going to just try and get through these 15 minutes, and why not hold on to it? They're looking for 11 unbeaten against this storied Pons team, which in the last 2 years, since a bit of a player shift away from Blacktowners to a very strong crop of Norwest boys, there have been so many questions about the team, and they've answered so many Pons, but they've got to do something here that isn't technically a burden on them. The grand final burden should not be on them. They're a new batch of boys, but they're carrying the weight of that on their shoulders. And I wonder if that will inspire them into some light, some energy, something magical in these last 14 minutes. Marayong have the ball up high. In the box, in fact. Koroma, and away he goes for Pons, but he had to take it off, and then he wins it back. Then he sends it forward. Been no red card. What a game.
Looks like Pons have gone to 2 up the top here. They've got another play warming up here. Looks like Duval.
Nathan Duval, just part of played a major part in the reserve grade game that didn't quite go Pons' way, but he's such a solid player. Also one of those Norwest boys who knows how to compete. Oh, Sanchikani!
Oh.
It's got to be red! No, he's told to get up. Unbelievable! Hunter loses his head. He's yelling at the ref. Pons still trying to recycle it. Tarpla's lost out. Sanchikani's gone down with cramp. Pickle juice. Where is the pickle juice? Kwok goes down. The young man running out of steam. Oh, let's look at it back. Here it is. Well, I don't know.
Maybe the first one, but tough one there.
Wow.
Would have been outside the box, maybe.
It would have been red. It would have had to have been red. Marayong survivors scare. Pons might feel that that call didn't go their way, but they've had some others go their way too. Adomako, the match winner, Michael Adomako, one of the kindest men on the pitch, as we've discovered this season. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. He's off. Imi's got to be off. If it's not a penalty, that'll be a second yellow.
Outside the box.
This is a huge call. I don't think Marayong remember. Koroma's on a yellow card.
No, I think the left back Kwame called him. Outside the box, but
Mistaken identity. It was in fact Eugene Arku. Yes, it was Kwame. It was Koroma was around the area. Either way, he's escaped without the cheese. Thanks for pulling me up, Matt.
looks like Pons are going to make a sub here. I'm not sure who they're going to take off. Maybe a defender. You're going to have to sacrifice a defender here. Play 3 at the back.
Oh, you've got to push numbers forward. At what point do you make those changes? Kelvin Afori, Mubarak Saeed. It looks like oh my God.
Good save.
Mubarak Saeed going for it with his left foot. Well, he's not the only set-piece taker in the comp still eligible to win a trophy this year who takes set pieces with his left foot. Byron Grandemange from Tigers does that as well. He's got 3 assists from corners this year, including one against Marayong, where he put one right into the goal from an Olympico. 3 assists and a goal with his left foot. Ball towards the back stick. Game over! It's going to be Marayong Pons. It's Kerrick. What idiot said he had no aerial prowess? A bullet header to send Marayong all the way. It's going to be 11 in a row. The number 14 comes up with a huge goal. A huge, huge goal. Goal number 6 in 2025. He has worked hard defensively. He has worked harder offensively. And now his forehead puts him in a grand final. Kerrick off of the set piece. And not for the first time. 3-1 Yong. Pons subs on. Ball from Whoopi's free kick that won the corner.
Pons have got to keep on fighting here. It's never over. They can score quick goals, but
Avery switched off. Avery has switched off. He's walking back into position. Ashim Tapa. This could become ugly. Oh, it's flashed across the face of goal. It's going to stay in too. Kerrick's decided to leave it. Mubarak Saeed, who got the grand final winning goal in 2023, is the man who delivers the set piece, the assist to his name for the 3rd goal in this game. And for the first time since we started doing live streams, it looks like we're going to have Marayong and Doonside in a grand final. The only 2 teams who have won PL1 grand finals since we started doing these live streams. Yes, we've had recorded games, but live streamed, the only 2 grand final winners.
the first time since you've had live stream, I won't be on the field.
It's a sad reality.
I'll still be down here watching.
You might be up here.
Yeah. I'll be up here sharing it with Julian.
I'll be up here to have you back. Well, there's a little surprise announcement for you also. We will be blessed by the presence of Julian Morbath and Matty Hubbard next week, it seems. Is this game lost, Hubs?
I wouldn't say it's lost. There's still, 9 minutes to go. Stranger things have happened in football. Teams can score quick goals, so I think Pons just need to, boost everyone up, lift the intensity. They get 1, they might get 2.
Afori takes it when everybody else was sort of unexpecting of it. My word, it's late at night. Boom, and away that goes. One in the NA. Solid shift at left back for the 21's eligible player.
You think back 20 minutes right on full time, how that miss from Tong changes everything.
Afori, the player of the match. And if he didn't miss so many games, he probably would be in higher contention for player of the year. Not really among the numbers this year, I can reveal. There will be a new player of the year winner. Some very big surprises to come. Oh, Ashim Tapa. Marayong looked the more likely to score here, but I think ponds of will has dried up. Cleared away Atchison. It's gone very high. It's not going to leave the box yet.
That'll come down next week.
Block. Long shot attempted to wind down that clock. Exactly 6.5 to go. You're right. Let's talk about that Tom moment. What's your first words going to be to him when you see him?
Head up. It's football. These things happen. I mean, people get paid millions of dollars out there and do that weekly. So, you know, he could have scored and been a hero, and he misses. So everyone, you know, blames him. So I think it's just part of the game. You score some, you miss some.
Well put. Is that Shia? Surely not. Is that Shia? Ball delivered in. Cleared away before it got to Owusu. I think it is Shia. Marayong's co-coach is on the pitch with 1 knee and 3 knee operations.
I don't think he'll go into a challenge.
No chance. He's an African Cup co-coach winner as well with South Sudan. And he makes his match of the round debut at 36 years old. Shia Chakal, his brother watching along right now, I'm sure, and the whole Chakal family.
He might bring up a double. He might win the grand final next week, and he's got a little baby on the way too, so congratulations to them and all the best.
All the best, absolutely. Still 2 months to go for them, I've been told. I'm sure Tina will be watching along right now. Here he is. Oh! He's been playing goalkeeper in reserve grade for a lot of this season too, while Jake Bickford was away. Chance here for Taylor Hunter, who's not going to let this go easily. Jacob Narloose on the pitch now for Pond. Rangers. Delivered in, blocked. Marayong will get a rise out of that.
Must have missed that. Dottie's even gone off.
Yeah, no Farhad Sanjakani anymore. I have to now ask you, Matty Hubbard. I know that you have this wonderful, wonderful team, but signing a whole bunch of players, this is what comes in towards the opposing hits the side netting. Signing a bunch of players that took European adventures in the middle of the season. It's come to bite. I mean, in some ways, it's bitten Doonside's title hopes for at least the league title. Obviously, they could still win the grand final now that everyone's back. But I mean, everyone spoke about Benny Welsh, and obviously Nick George came in. That was pre-booked. You wouldn't have known about that. He was a mid-season signing as well. But some big players missed big chunks of this season. And is that not a little bit frustrating?
It is frustrating, but I guess, you know, everyone works. Everyone's got a busy life, so they've got to take their holidays when they can, and we can't plan around soccer the whole time. But it is a shame we lost them. It would have been interesting to see how we would have went with them, but at the end of the day, there's a squad of 30, so there's 28 other players that can do a job.
Yeah, that's really well said. I think Narloose has actually pulled up short with his hamstring. He's clutching at the right upper part of his hammy. There's 3 minutes left to go before we confirm what we already know is true. Haloka has been instrumental in his hard work tonight. Ryan Colborn, 35 years old, still playing out there. Owusu, not a centre-back. Been so clean tonight. And then this guy here. Team's
1-3-1 tonight so far.
I That's a really good question. Marmush Aguirre also considered on the bench now after 2 years out with a foot injury. Exactly 3 to go. It's not even a bit less as Avery lumps it forward. One in the air again by Dilawusu. Here he is, Shea Chakal. Stronger left peg, by the way. Has actually scored in the Cotton Cup. Kelvin Afori punched away. Asim Tapa wasn't expecting that one.
Shearer looks like he's played 90 already. Struggling out there.
He has in the technical area. Avery, this is brilliant by him. Sliding in well was Mubarak Saeed. Rossi clears it away. That was really important because there were some Pons boys out there pressuring.
Obviously, in case this stream ends early, we'll maybe get Mark's prediction for next week's final, then early.
God. Maybe I'll do that tonight. You've got the league title specialists versus the grand final specialists. 2 for Doonside in the last 5 years, 1 for Marayong as well, and a cancelled year to go in there too, and obviously this is the 5th year. That's a great question. And I've been saying this to people, so I may as well keep track and say it again. I think Doonside will win it.
It'll be interesting to see what Ethan Eichen, if he scores, what he puts on this year. Last year was the old Spider-Man, so it'll be interesting what he brings to the party this year.
He's essentially an assured bet to score a grand final goal. He's actually picked up 9 goals in the 7 grand finals he's played all throughout his youth and now senior career. Missed by Shea Chakal. It's great to say that last name on the live stream again. Perhaps just one more time. Missed by Tapa. 60 seconds left to go before we know. Oh, Carlos has just been floored there. Could be a 4th one coming here. Handball. Give it up. Play quickly. Pons still trying their best, and you have to commend it. Off goes the clock.
Oh, no.
Fatigued. Off they go, Marayong. Chance here for Shea, he's going to hit this one, no doubts. Or he'll run to the corner, or move to the corner. He actually wins a corner. The Pons boys take their hiatus from the game. They're going to beat the Rush to the car park. See you next week, Pons. It's going to be fun. Podcast recording on Monday, lads. See you then. We are into now added on time. Anything being played now is at the discretion of Jack Leitner, our centre referee. Marayong 3, Pons 1. One record had to fall tonight, and it is going to be Pons holding it in that corner. Just a goal kick. Gilbert trying to play it quickly. 30 seconds is added on time. Nothing else is needed. It's Marayong versus Pons. It's a replay of last week's automatic tickets.
Marayong Doonside next week. Mark keeps backing us in the final.
Oh, forgive me. It is. I'm glad you're here. It's past my bedtime. It is Marayong versus Doonside. It's the first grand final meeting between these two. In the modern era of Blacktown Premier League, there are players unable to get themselves to their feet and shake each other's hands, not out of spite, but out of pure fatigue. The Pons boys physically and emotionally exhausted after a long season. Hubs, do you need to run somewhere? Do you want to give a quick round off?
No, I'm happy to stay for a few minutes.
Excellent. Look, let's first of all talk about the grand... No, actually, keep people on the edge of their seat. Let's talk about Pons first. A quick review of the season and any words you'd like to say.
No, I think if you look back at the season, you know, it's a great season we had. You know, we fell short today from making the grand final, but I mean, you still made it all the way to the grand final playoff. So it's not a negative year. I think it's a good year. I think we picked up some good players. Hopefully, we can all stay together as a team and build on that. Pick up a few new players in the off season, and go back at it.
Look, that consecutive grand final streak is officially dead, but for Marayong to have now been unbeaten 8-3, the way of unbeaten run. So 11 unbeaten against Ponds. That is a frighteningly good record. How excited are you for next week, though?
Oh, I think it'll be a great match. Like, if you look at it, 1 and 2 play off in the grand final next week. So, obviously, you know, we fell short as a Ponds player. So, obviously, the best two teams in the comp, 1 and 2, where they finished on the ladder.
Have a mammoth week of podcasts coming up. There is going to be one for the Women's Premier League. There is going to be one for the PL2. And, of course, there's going to be one for the PL1 as well. Not sure what order they'll be posted in, but you'll get all the goss you want on all the hot topics from all across all of the leagues. It's going to be a massive, massive week of media coverage of the BDSFA's crowning 2 days where all the PL2 teams and all the PL1 teams will come to watch the best in the business compete. Commiserations go to Ponds, but my utmost congratulations go to those in green. Marayong have done it again in another grand final, and they've put the streak on ice. They'll keep that streak going. They have buffed Ponds for the 11th consecutive time. To the hundreds of people who tuned in, thank you so much for your attentiveness here tonight. Mark DePoli and Matt Hubbard here. Matty, can't wait to have you back, and with Julian next week too.
Can't wait for that.
Been a pleasure. Been an absolute pleasure, my friend.
Thank you very much. See you all next week.
See you then. Leave a like.